Let's do attempt number 4, boys. If you want to try Trick-or-Treater, it's not the worst idea. Your rival will have a fire type, which is easy to counter with Geodudes most of the gyms. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. I think maybe we just try this attempt with Chikorita. Like, we did 3 attempts with Cyndaquil. I think we've seen what Cyndaquil is capable of as a starter. I think we try Chikorita. What does that mean in terms of gyms? Like, how annoying is it going to be to not have a fire type? We're not going to use him for Violet City. Sprout Tower doesn't really matter because we have flying types. Bugsy doesn't matter because we'll have flying types. We didn't use him for Goldenrod because hopefully we'll have Machamp. Ecruteak, we'll be fine. Hopefully we have a Rattata. Chuck, it's actually better because he's got a Poliwrath. Olivine, it doesn't really make a difference. It would help with Olivine, with Jasmine a little bit, but it's not too bad. Price, it doesn't really make a difference. Claire, it doesn't really make a difference. I think we're okay here. I think let's just try Chikorita, see how it goes. I've never ever fucking picked Chikorita ever. But we'll see how she goes. Oh my god, I have to do the fucking package again. I'm gonna kill myself. I have to spend the first 15 minutes doing this shit again. Chikorita. What do we name Chikorita? I'm just gonna call you Sprout, whatever. Every time I do this, it takes a little bit away from my soul. I can't believe this is our 4th attempt. Jeez Louise. We're gonna be tryharding this so much because I don't want it to be 5 tries or more. We are for real locking in this time. Yeah, because I haven't edited any of the HeartGold videos yet because I was gonna wait until I beat it because I was expecting to beat it like 1st or 2nd try, but now that I know it's gonna be longer, I might just post it as like a long continuous series. Chikorita's kind of cute behind me. I've never used Chikorita before, but she's kind of cute. I don't mind. I don't mind using Chikorita. I'm calling him Penis again. Fuck this guy. Alright, are we ready for attempt number 4 to officially start? Right now. Alright. Route 1 encounter. Please be a Sentret. That's like the worst thing I could have gotten. Okay. Oh, you know what's good about fucking Chikorita is she starts off with a stab move instead of getting a stab move at like level 8, like fucking Cyndaquil. I don't even need to attack you. Alright, huge. First ball. Dude, I'm losing my fucking mind. Just in general, I feel my mind and my grasp on reality slipping away every day. I escape into the world of video games so that I don't have to think about real life. Because otherwise I feel a sense of existential dread. Anyways, let's get our Route 46 encounter, boys. What do we got? Give me a flying type. Give me a Hoothoot. Geodude! Okay, cool. I'm happy with Geodude. That solves Faulkner for us in case we don't get a Bellsprout. It evolves into Furret, don't ask me how that works. Yeah. I don't know. He looks like a Rigby. I don't know. I'm not gonna use him. He's never gonna evolve anyways. Brother, get in the ball. If you don't get in this ball, if we don't catch this Geodude, I'm killing myself. Last ball. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank God. If we didn't catch that Geodude, I was gonna be really scared. Oh, I should level you up to level 5 for the what's the opposite of a cap? What's like a level cap but for minimum lowest level? Alright, what do we got? Please give me a flying type to make Sprout Tower easier. Caterpie, I don't want fucking Caterpie. I mean, Bug type technically makes Sprout Tower easier as well, but I don't want a Caterpie. I want a Pidgey or a Hoot hoot. Alright, huge. Alright, Route 31. Hopefully we get a flying type. Hopefully we get a Pidgey. I think we've, like, gotten everything else that we can get except for a Pidgey. So we should be, like, guaranteed a Pidgey here, or a Bellsprout, which would also be okay. If we get a Bellsprout, I think I will still trade it to be an Onix. Just because I think Onix is better than, Bellsprout. Because we already have a Grass type. I don't feel like I need 2 Grass types, but I'd be okay with having 2 Rock types. Especially since our rival has a Fire type now. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's just go Golem in the front here. Do we have enough balls? We should. Yes, we're good. Alright, Bellsprout, that's fine. I'm chill with Bellsprout. You have Vine Whip, so I should swap out. I'm gonna tackle you, that should be fine. I'm gonna attack you again. Hit him with the ball. Bada bing, bada boom. What did I call you last time? I called you like sucker or something, didn't I? Actually, you know what I'm gonna call you? I'm gonna call you Big Ben. Because Ben's the most famous. Big Ben is the most famous. Oh wait, no, Big Ben is a clock! Big Ben is a clock, not a bell! Oh my god, I'm the stupidest person of all time. Oh my god. You know what just happened? You know what just happened? In my brain, I went, alright, its name is Weepin', oh no, wait, no, what is it? Bellsprout. I was like, alright, let me think of the coolest bell that I can name you after. And I went, oh, Big Ben. Big Ben's the most famous bell. Big Ben's a clock. Oh my god. You know what, because it's like clocks have like, they do the hourly chimes and it's got like bells in it. Yes, I am trading it anyway. You're right. Oh my god. I know, but that was so stupid of me. That was like oh my god, that was such a brain fart. Holy. Because I was like, oh, but Big Ben makes a lot of noise every hour. And I'm like, yeah, you know why it makes so much noise every hour? Because it's a fucking clock. Because it's a big clock and it chimes on the hour. Holy, I'm stupid. People talk to me for like, people will meet me for the first time, they'll be like, oh, this guy's kind of smart. And then, but then they know me for long enough, and like all my close friends, they slowly realize that I'm a fucking idiot. Let's get our dark cave encounter. We should get a Zubat here. If we can get a Zubat, that would actually be peak. Alright, that's dupes. I think it's guaranteed Zubat. Yeah. This is peak. This is our flying type. This is gonna be our flying type for the game. Brother. Alright, Dracula's back! Dracula's back, boys. Let's go. What is the most famous bell, though? I don't think there's never been, like, a famous bell. Like, there's no, like, massive historical landmark like Big Ben that's, like, actually a bell. Or, like, a fictional bell. I don't know if there's a fictional bell, either. The most famous bell that I can think of, and I don't know why this is the one that's coming to my brain, is the cancer-free bell that they ring at hospitals when someone, like, no longer has, like, beats cancer, and they go like, oh my god, you don't have cancer anymore, ding 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 ding! I don't know why that's the most famous bell that I can think of. Oh wait, we need to level up our boys. To the level... level bottom? What's a cap but for the bottom? I guess it's still a cap, it's just a cap the other way. Like, you can, like, a cap doesn't necessarily mean the top, a cap can be on the bottom. Alright, let's, firstly, let's go trade Onix. Alright, so now we gotta go, actually, we have another encounter we can get. Let's go get our encounter. Do we have enough balls? Do we have enough balls? We don't have enough money to be buying batches of 10. What can we get here? I think it's a guaranteed Wooper, isn't it? Or maybe a Pidgey? Hoppip. Oh, we could have gotten Mareep and we got fucking Hoppip. I'm unhappy about this. Stop healing. Oh my gosh. It has fucking Splash and Synthesis. All it can do is delay a fight. That's so sad. For some reason, Hoppip, Skiploon, and Jumpluff are like they're kind of like prominent in my brain. In the filing cabinet in my brain, the draw labeled Pokemon, for some reason those three Pokemon have like a fairly prominent file in my brain, because when I was a kid, my brother had a Pokemon. It was like a Pokedex book. It had it was like a book with every Pokemon in it, but it only went up to Gen 2 because he bought it when he was like younger, when Gen 2, I think HeartGold had just come out. Oh wait, no, it might have been up to Gen 4 actually, because I think HeartGold and Soul Silver were the newest games, because he would have played those. And at the beginning of the book, it explained Pokemon evolution, and the example that it used was the Hoppip, Skiploom, and Jumpluff, because I think it's a 3-stage evolution, and it's also a Johto Pokemon, and the book was like Johto focused. I looked through that book so many times as a kid, and because they were on the first page, they're like really stuck in my brain for some reason. Even though I've never used them. They're not really in the anime. They're such forgettable Pokemon otherwise, but they're just stuck in my brain a little bit. All right, now I believe it's Bellsprout Tower o'clock. I just ran from my Sprout Tower encounter. And it was a Rattata. I just auto-clicked run because it was a wild Pokemon and I forgot that we didn't get the encounter in here yet. It's okay. It's okay. That's alright. There's a lot more places we can get a Rattata. It's fine. It's fine. We will definitely have another Rattata before we get to Morty. It's fine. That was just stupid of me. Dude, you can make a massive compilation of all the stupid shit I've done in this in these HeartGold playthroughs. Every time I do something and then 3 seconds later I'm like, fuck! There's been so many. Cause I'm a big intuition kind of person. I tend to sort of just act on instinct a lot of the time. But then, and then, I'll do something, and then, 3 seconds later, my brain will catch up, and I'll just be like, fuck! It's like, if I was just taking this really slowly, it would be fine, but I'm also so impatient that I can't do that. I wouldn't be too hard on yourself, there's so much to remember. Yeah, exactly. That is true. I know, I just expect better from myself. It's I'm not mad at myself, but it's just it's just stupid shit that I do sometimes. It's more funny than anything. Because I'll do something instinctually and then 3 seconds later I'll just be like, wait a second, I shouldn't have done that. I need, it's part of what I like about FTL, is that you can, you can just pause. You're expected to always be pausing in that game. You're expected to be paused basically all the time, unless you're literally doing something. And so it does give you that chance to think. But here, as soon as you click the button, you're just you're done. And then you're just fuck. It was kind of funny though when I was working yesterday, because I think, they had the big order coming in, so they had a lot of people, on to do it when I came in. And also I think it's because all of the staff are pretty new, so they're just trying to train people up and get them used to the store. But because the load came in so late, for the first like 5 hours I was there was like really not enough for like the 4 or 5 casual stuff they had on to do. So like there was just like 5 people standing around for the first like 6 hours of the day, and it was just like, what are we doing? And the store manager was like, oh, haha, it's like not normally like this. Like normally there's more stuff to do, and I'm like, I get it. But also like not, there's not really more stuff to do usually. Usually there's like, usually that's about average, just like walking around, filling in time, not doing too much. I really hope that they realize that I'm like, I'm a lot better in, yeah, I would say I'm a lot better in liquor than I am in grocery. Not that I'm bad in grocery, it's just that like, I'm really, really good in liquor. And I hope they just like put me in there most of the time. That would be really good. But I think if they're having me on morning, they're probably not gonna have me in liquor, because like not many people are buying liquor in the morning. So maybe not, but I miss working in liquor, because I would just go in and I just like knew exactly what to do for like the whole day, and I would just do it at my own pace with like nobody watching me, in my own little corner of the store. It was so nice. I did do produce yesterday though, which I've never been trained in. It's like basically the same. It's just you also have to look for like stuff that's rotten, which is fine. Like I know what most rotten fruit looks like, but also they have a lot of like really niche fruits that I've never I've heard of, but I've never really seen before. And so I was like going through it, and there was like papayas and like passion fruit. I mean, I've seen passion fruit, but like not really. And there was some like weird like yellowy looking one. I don't even know what it was. It might have been a vegetable or something. No, it was definitely a fruit. It was in the fruit section. It was definitely a fruit, but it was just like really weird. I'd never seen it before, but it was like yellow, and it also had a lot of like black spots on it. And normally black spots on a fruit, you'd be like, oh, that's bad. But I like showed the girl that I was working with, and I was like, is this good? I was like, does this look normal for this type of fruit? And she was like, yeah, that's totally fine. And then I looked at another one, and I was like, what about this one? And to me, it looked basically the same, but then she looked at that one, and she's like, no, that one's bad, we're gonna get rid of that one. I'm like, what's the difference? They were almost identical. But I guess if you do it enough, you just get the eye for it. This guy leads with Bellsprout. This guy goes Bellsprout, Hoot Hoot Bellsprout. I'm also like one of the only guys that works there, which is kind of weird. Because at my old job, it was like pretty 50-50. Or like in grocery, it was mainly guys. Like it was like 50-50 as a store, but most of the women worked in like the deli or like on customer service full time. And so it was mostly guys doing grocery. And so it was just weird being like one of the only guys, because my manager was the manager that I was working with mainly was a woman, and then there was a couple of other girls around my age who were also there, and it was just weird being like the tallest guy, the tallest person, and also like one of 2 guys, because there was a lot of times during the day where my manager was like, all right, let's we gotta unpack this box of, I don't know, milk or something onto the shelf. And she's like, alright, careful, it's heavy, and she was like struggling to lift it, and then I would come over and I would just like lift it easily. Or they'd be like, the manager would be like reaching for something on a high shelf, and I'm like, oh, you want me to get that? And she's like, yes please, because she was also really short. And it's like, it just felt weird being tall. It felt weird being tall and strong. I don't know what to tell you. I don't normally feel like a tall and strong guy, but I sort of felt like a tall and strong guy. Which was good, it was just unusual. Bruh. Bro, stop sleeping me! Let me just, it does have peck. What's the PP on peck? It's 35, okay. What do we do here? I'm gonna swap in Dracula. Hopefully Dracula wakes up, and we might be able to confuse. Alright, no. I'm gonna swap to Rigby. Yeah, it's huge. I'm gonna swap to Rigby. Rigby's gonna do his best, but we may have to get a clean switch into Sprout and then outspeed on a tackle or something. Because I think Chikorita should be able to tank a scratch, maybe two. I mean, sorry, a peck. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Alright, there we go. That's our first dead. Fucking center it. Who cares? Alright, now we just mulk this guy. Our first death was from Elder Lee with his Hoot Hoot. Alright, cool. Sprout Tower, done. Oh wait, we need to swap out Centret. That's fine. Centret was kind of just a space filler. I wasn't really going to use him. He was our designated sack. I think I'll put Hoppip on the team just for a designated sack as well. Alright, let's do these trainers. Pokemon should make a first-person real-time strategy Pokemon game. That'd be fun. Yeah, alright. Okay, trainers are done. Let's do Faulkner. I'm not expecting this to be a tough gym. I think this will be fine. Since we have, you know, 2 rock types on our team. Let's just get her done. So what is the cap? It is 13 and 9. Oh, I've got two guys who are above 9. That's okay. We're not going to use Sprat anyway, it doesn't really matter. Metaport! God, I've gone through this start of the game so many times now. Holy. Alright, yeah. I think we'll just sweep with you, dude. And then have Onyx as a backup. I'm really not worried about this. Boom! Easy dubs. The difference when you have a rock type for this gym versus when you don't is crazy. Like, remember on, I think it was attempt 2, where we didn't have any rock types for this, and I just went in with Cyndaquil, and then it was like such a tough fight. I don't know if we lost anyone, but it was such a tough. No, I think we did actually, but it was just such a tough fight. Whereas compared with when you have a Geodude, you just go rock throw, rock throw, rock throw. 3 hits, done. Alright, so now it's Bugsy. We'll just have Dracula up the front. Dude, I like reading, but I hated learning how to read in school. Because you know how because in school, like when you're in prep or I think it's like prep until maybe like year 2. So like so when you're like 5 to 7, they give you these like little learning to read books, and they're like 10 pages each, and they have like maybe 15 words on a page. But they were just like bad, because like I basically knew how to read at that point. Especially like year 2. Like when I was 7, I was already reading. I was reading freaking crazy styles. I was reading like Percy Jackson and stuff by that point. And so then they would like, I'd be at home reading Percy Jackson, and then I would have to go to school, and they'd be like, "All right, pick out your reading book that you're gonna read for the next week or so," and it would be like books that are this thin and tiny, and it was like, they were all called like, Mr. Cat Gets Lost, or like, The Dog Got Stuck Up the Tree, and then they would expect you to like read it to help you learn how to read. But I was like, it was just so annoying, because I'm like, bro, this is ridiculous, and I would have to like spend time reading these tiny little books and pretend that I was like, oh, wow, this is really helping me. That basically sums up like all of school for me, because like school up to like VCE, school up to like year 10 was literally zero stress. Like schoolwork wise, it was like zero stress, zero energy needed. Playing Pokemon is actually good for your brain too. It tests both your perseverance, patience, and reading critical. Yeah, exactly. A lot of video games are like really beneficial for you, but like people have only just started realizing that within the past like few years. You know, it's like finally being picked up as like, oh, this stuff actually teaches you stuff. It's not just like a waste of time, or like it's not just for entertainment. It's like actually has benefits for you. That's good. Did you see? I think it was the University of Silicon Valley is giving people scholarships for particular video games. I saw this. It was like Minecraft, Dark Souls, I think and a couple of other like a couple of other particular games, and it was like you needed to prove that you had very high skill in those games, and you would get a scholarship for it, like an actual scholarship. It's called it was called like the Mastery Scholarship or something like that. It was like I think you needed to have like all the achievements in Minecraft or like all the achievements in Dark Souls, and you had to prove it. And then they would just give you a fucking scholarship. Isn't that crazy? But yeah, no, like, the social side of school was like way harder for me than the schoolwork side. Schoolwork side required like zero fucking brain power, but like navigating the social interactions with people, oh my gosh. The fucking hierarchies and the cliques and shit that are in not even just high school, but just like all school, but especially high school. Holy stress, holy anxiety. Like schoolwork up until like year 10, all of the schoolwork was just like, here's a worksheet, fill it. Here's a worksheet. Put the stuff that I just said onto the paper. Put the important words from the PowerPoint that I just showed you and read out to the class on the piece of paper in front of you. That was like 90% of the work. Occasionally it would be like a slightly more difficult, slightly more involved thing, like a project or whatever, where you had to think slightly. But it was pretty nothing. 90% of school was just like attendance. It's a wonder parents to help you do well in social environment. If your parents sucked at it and never got good at it, you're a bit cooked unless you meet the right friends. Yeah. I mean, I grew up in a house with one parent. But like my mom's very social. She's very good with socializing. And she she taught me to be good at socializing, but I'm very good at or like as a kid, I was very good at socializing with the people that I felt comfortable around. And then, or like, when I first started school, like maybe like when I was like 5 or 6 years old, maybe like 5, I would say like 5 to 8, right? So like the first few years of school, I was very good at socializing with people because I was very like comfortable with myself as a kid. I didn't really have any like insecurities. And then once you get a little bit older and you start, like, paying attention to what, like, other people think of you, and, like, people start getting a little bit more, like, judgmental and shitty in school, then I started, like, getting worse at socializing just because I had sort of bad anxiety. Because, like, people... I was still good at socializing with the people that I was comfortable with, like, the people I was already friends with. Or, like, certain people, but with most people, I would just not be super comfortable because they didn't make things comfortable. Like, people were just kind of annoying. And then, now that I've finished high school, I feel so much better. I could socialize. I could socialize with anybody. I could socialize with someone who can't even speak English. If I had to socialize just with body language, I could do that. Like, it took me a while to realize that I was not the problem with my social issues. And it was more just because other people made it very hard to socialize with them. Oh, that's another thing that I really want to, save up for. Autism diagnosis. I've been wanting to get that since I was like 15. But it's so expensive and it takes forever. It takes like a year. So, that'll probably be a while away, but I really want to get that as well. But that'll be once I'm like comfortable in my finances. That'll probably be like a mid-20s thing. It's crazy that Zubat doesn't learn a stab move until like level 12. It's one of those Pokemon that's just Dark Water until it evolves. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Synthesis. Ooh, having a healing move is quite good. I'm happy about that. Oh, also we get the rod on this route. Oh, it's this guy. All right, let's go back to Newbark and get a Magikarp. Get the Magikarp. We won't be able to get Gyarados until after Bugsy, but still good. Is Wind and Waves getting released on Switch or just Switch 2? I don't think I will ever buy a Switch 2. Unless I'm like so rich to the point where I just have expendable income, it's very unlikely that I will buy Switch 2. It's so expensive, and it like, at the moment at least, it doesn't have any games for it. And like all the games that you can get for it are also just available on regular Switch, and I don't see the point. Plus, I already have a Switch that I don't play, because I just play PC games now. Because the PC just has like 10... I can watch YouTube on it and play games at the same time, and it has like every game that I would play normally anyways. It has more than enough games to keep me satisfied. Boom! Alright, level 10 Magikarp as well, so we won't even need to grind it, really. I mean, I'm probably just not going to use it until we can level it for with candies. I'll just have it in my party for the 3rd gym and probably not use it. Oh, no, because he has rollout, so I would definitely not. Oh, but it's neutral, but still. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just having an argument with myself. There's so much environmental storytelling in my room right now. I've got 2 monster cans next to me on my desk. The rest of my desk is a fucking mess. I've got a full bin next to me that I need to take out, but I'm too lazy. I need to vacuum, bro. You know what I need? I need to go on a date. I need to have a girl over so that I have a reason to vacuum and clean up my room. Cause it's like it sounds bad, but I kind of need outside stimulation to be able to do the stuff that I don't want to do sometimes. Like, I'm not the type of guy to be like, oh, my room's a little bit messy, let me, like, take the effort of getting the vacuum and cleaning. But if I, like, if I have an actual reason, like, if I'm like, oh, a friend is coming over today, let me vacuum so that they have a clean place to be at. Then I'm like, I will vacuum and it's no issue. But it's just like, I don't know, I'm not an intrinsic motivation type of guy. Unless it's for stuff that I really, really like. Or I guess not an intrinsic motivation thing, it's more of like a discipline thing. I'm not a discipline type guy. Because like if my room's a little bit messy and I don't have people coming over, I'll just be like, oh, you know, it's a little bit messy, but it doesn't really bother me, so it's not a big deal. But if someone else is coming, I'm like, oh my god, my room's disgusting, I need to clean it up right now. Dude, we're gonna... I had 3 Magikarps in attempt 2. Dude, we're gonna have like 7 this time. I'm using all my encounters. We're never running out of good encounters ever again. I'm gonna walk into the Elite Four with 6 Gyarados. And we're gonna win, because Gyarados is just that good. Would a full team of Gyarados actually be, like, decent for the Elite Four? I'm kind of curious. Honestly, yeah, not bad for Will. Not bad for Koga. Good for Bruno. Fine, pretty good for Karen. Yeah, Loki, like a full team of Gyaradoses would not be that bad. Yeah, literally any electric type move. But like none of them are electric trainers, but they may have an electric move on one of their Pokemon, I don't know. Bruno probably has Thunder Punch on Hitmonchan. This is a... Oh, wait, this is what I caught. Oh, this is a Krabby. Oh, fuck, our encounter here is a Krabby. I thought it was going to be a Magikarp. That's fine. That's okay. I mean, Krabby's fine. I'm probably not going to use him. You know what I really want to play on stream at some point? I really want to play the Simpsons game. I want to play the DS version of the Simpsons game, because there's like four versions of the Simpsons game. But as a kid, I particularly played the 2D DS version, and I played it like my brother and I played it so many times that it like sort of broke. The game like broke a little bit, and it would not have. It had game audio, but it didn't have cutscene audio for some reason. So I'd be playing. The game would be fine, and then it would get to a cutscene, and they would just be like not talking, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is happening?" And my brother would have to like explain what was happening in the story. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, you know, they're talking to Matt Groening, and they're like asking him to stop fucking with the game or whatever, and he's like evil." And I'm like, "Oh okay," but I had no idea. But I really want to play it again because it's like a very nostalgic sort of game for me. Also, I can't believe there was I never knew that the other versions on like the Wii, the Xbox, and the PlayStation, I think, were all 3D. I thought it was a purely 2D game. Isn't that crazy? Like all the console versions are basically exactly the same, but the DS version is completely different because it's 2D. And so all of the levels are different. I tried to play Hit and Run on stream, but I play tested it. Did I stream it or did I? No, I think I play tested it off stream, and it kind of worked, but it was like really buggy. Where I would, anytime you hit a patch of ground that wasn't the road, the car would like freak out and like bounce into the air, and so it was basically unplayable. Because in that game, especially in the later levels, you need to be so, like, tight with corners and like how you navigate everything, because it's a racing game. And so it's like basically unbeatable the way that it was, because it's like anytime you nicked anything, you just went boop, and it would just fucked you. But if I can get a working version of that game, maybe I'll stream it. It's just a lot harder to emulate PlayStation games. All of the attempts of this game are like blurring together in my mind, like different timelines, and I'm like, what part of the game am I actually up to? Because I've played this game like 4 times at this point. So we're going into the cave. This should be fine, because most people just have rock types. We actually have something to do with rock types now. This is awesome. Oh, wait, encounter. Do we have balls? Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so this should be... This is a guaranteed Sandshrew, I believe. Yeah, because we already have Zubat. We already have Geodude. We'll get Sandshrew eventually. There we go. Okay, bro. Might be better to grab Geodude here, but like... I don't know. My personal rule with Nuzlockes is that if I can get a new encounter on a route, then I will. I only pick which encounter I get if I've already caught everything on that route. That's like a more flexible rule, but I try and stick to it. Like if I'm really struggling for encounters, then maybe I'll like abuse it a little bit, but it's not like a hard rule. It's more of like a personal fun rule, just to try and get me to use different Pokemon. Alright, we get Rock Tomb down here. God, it feels like I was just here. Maybe because I was, like an hour ago. Dude, I went to GOIG last night for dinner, and I ordered a mild enchilada, right? Because I can deal with spice, but I like the taste of it better when it's not spicy. But then they gave me a fucking spicy one. You have a Slowpoke. Oh my god, I have someone to do with water types now. This is so nice, having a grass type. Normally I don't really think about how good it is to have grass types, because normally in most Pokemon games, grass types are everywhere. But like, you barely see any grass types in this game, and so it's like, I forgot how good it was. Every time I find a water type, I'm like, fuck, it's like really, I don't know what I'm gonna do, it's like kind of annoying, and also like rock types and stuff. But it's so good, having a grass type. I need to not use you anymore, because I don't want you to overlevel. Oh, I get an encounter here as well. So, can you name the name Pokemon, which hopefully will be good after my idiot cat soup? Name the next Pokemon. Yeah, sure, I'll name it Soup. Sure thing, man. Easy peasy. I normally name every Pokemon like a chat request, but I just haven't had that many people in today, so I haven't been doing that. And also because we like died a couple times, so I just wanted to sort of get through the parts of the game that we've already played through. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll name whatever I get on this route Soup. I think we'll do Bugsy and then we'll do the rival fight. And then I'll probably leave it here for tonight, because I've been streaming for, like, 4.5 hours or something. I feel like Confusion hits a lot more in this game than it does in the later games. Like, I think they nerfed it at some point. Because normally I don't even bother confusing enemy Pokemon, because it feels like it never really procs. But in this game, it, like, procs almost half the time. No! Oh, I just got Dracula killed. He was leering me. He was leering me so much. I was like -5 defense. Oh. I was just clicking. I was like, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. Fuck, that was my Bugsy counter as well. Fuck, I'm stupid. Bro, I just want a Crobat. I just want a Crobat. I've been trying to get a Crobat every single attempt we do this, and I keep killing all my Zubats. Jeez Louise. Don't remember I'm a small streamer too. I post random content as well. I've been trying an Emerald Imperium Nuzlocke. Okay. Died to the dang Ludicolo fight. Moral of the story, don't use fire starters. Fire starters are usually the way to go though, because it's like, often you don't find a fire type until like late game. And there's a lot of grass and bug types usually. So it's like, it's usually pretty good to have a fire starter, but just not in this game, I guess. Swagger was really OP, so it got nerfed in Gen 7. Dude, oh fuck, I'm pissed. Dracula was one of the guys that I wanted to carry with me the whole way. We probably will get another Zubat. There's a lot of caves in this game. We'll probably get another Zubat, but that was just like a stupid unnecessary death. I should have just swapped. I have so many guys who are resistant. Watch out for... Oh yeah. We gotta make sure we don't walk too far to the left before we're the right level, because fucking... They just have a rival fight where he's like 10 levels higher than you for no reason. Even after the gym, you're not that high. It's stupid. I think we'll be fine though, because like even though he was like way higher level than us, we still would have been fine. It was just that we didn't have anything to counter Croconaw. But now that he has a fire type and we have a bunch of rock types, we'll be fine. Robbing some random man for a bird named after a state. Oh, Rattata! Yes! Okay, huge. We got Rattata. Nice. Hell yeah. Yay! And I'll name it Soup for you. Dude, I'm gonna sleep well tonight. I think I'm still in like big sleep debt because I haven't slept very well for the past couple of days because I've had to get up really early. It really sucks. It's like even when I have to get up early, I don't feel tired until like very late. Like I'm just my circadian rhythm is just naturally very late. And I have this weird problem where if I have an alarm set, even if it's like 6 hours away, if I have an alarm set, I can't fall asleep. Like, I find it really, really hard to fall asleep if I know that I'm going to be woken up by an alarm. So the past couple of days when I've had to wake up really early for the work stuff, I'm like, alright, I'm going to go to bed early so that I have enough time to, like, I get enough sleep before I have to wake up early. And then I go to sleep, I'm in bed, like, trying to sleep at, like, 10:30. And then I like have my eyes closed and I literally do not sleep because my brain just can't relax knowing that there's an alarm that's gonna go off. It sucks. Rattata's actually gonna be big for Morty. I'm gonna put him on the team because I actually really like Rattata. Alright, we gotta do the stupid Slowpoke stuff. Guts Eradicate sweeps almost every gym by himself if given the power of Gen 1, learning Thunderbolt, Ice Beam stuff. Yeah. Didn't you say it's really good in Gen 4, Lionheart? Dude, imagine when we do our Platinum Nuzlocke, imagine we get a Guts Rattata, and then we can just like, we just coast through the whole Nuzlocke using that. That'd be insane. Hey dude, I know this will sound weird, but do you have the ability to give yourself... Yeah, I have the... Yeah. I've got the rare candies. I have them, but I only use them, right before a gym battle. I don't want to, like, abuse them too much, so I only do it for my team... To get my team to the level cap for... when I'm about to do a gym fight. Yeah, I did a Fire Red Nuzlocke before this, and I didn't have that, and so the amount of time we spent grinding was, like, painful. And then it was only when I finished that my chat told me how to do the rare candies. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I would have done this at the start of the Nuzlocke if I'd known. And then we would have saved, like, 5 hours of grinding. But it's alright. The grinding sections of the Nuzlocke like honestly weren't that bad, because a lot of it was just me sort of rambling, and it was like kind of interesting sometimes. Like when I was editing, those videos, I was like, damn, some of the shit I'm saying is low-key interesting. Remember the gambling stream where it was like an hour-long talk about gambling where you gamble for a Dratini? Yeah, and then I didn't even use the Dratini. We could have cut off like a third of that gambling if I had known that I wasn't going to use the Dratini. But yeah, I was looking through that and I was like, damn, I'm low-key like, I'm rambling heaps, but like this is actually kind of interesting. And I kept like a fair bit of it in. I was expecting to just like cut out all of the grinding, but I'm actually talking like kind of interesting. It kind of sucks when you have the only bad thing about using an emulator for these games is that I would love to do a wonder lock, but you can't do a wonder lock because you don't have anyone to wonder trade with. But it would be so cool. It'd be so fun. It's like it's you just get random shit sometimes. It's really interesting. But at least we can do randomizers. Randomizers are fun. Well, after I do all 7 gens, once I know all seven gens that we can do, I will definitely do a randomizer, and then after we do a randomizer, I'll probably start playing some ROM hacks and like fan games and stuff. I probably won't do like the super duper difficult ROM hacks that people make to like be difficult for Nuzlocks, but I'll do like some of the fun, more interesting ones. Radical Red is insanely difficult. Yeah, like I'm probably not gonna do Radical Red or like those types of ones that are like meant to be painful. Like I still want it to be fun, but I wanna play some of like the other ROMs and stuff. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Oh wait, yeah, it's gym time. So Rocky's at the level cap. He's our ace. Everyone else needs to get to 15. Oh yes, I forgot you learnt magnitude at 15. That's so good. Huge. We got a Butterfree that we're probably not going to use. Lever up everyone in the box. Is that allowed? I'm still not like, because this is my first time using rare candies for a Nuzlocke. I don't really know what's allowed with the extent of how much you're allowed to use them. I've been like limiting myself to only just to get them to the level cap for the gym, just so that we don't have to spend like 15 years grinding. But technically, you're allowed to level all your... Oh, shit! Dude, I would have been doing that the whole time. I didn't realize that was allowed. Alright, we'll do that. I don't think that'll really make a difference. At least not right now, but that... Oh, my god. That would have made... That would have made the other attempts way easier. Because, like, there were so many times in attempt 2 where I was, like... Had under-leveled guys in my team because I hadn't leveled them up. And then they, like, died. Alright, well, now we know. I don't know. I'm just like, I want the Nuzlocke to be challenging, but I also like if the rules are allowed, I'm gonna do it. You know, I'm just trying. I don't want to beat the Nuzlocke and then have someone be like, oh, you cheated because of this minor rule that you broke or something that you didn't know about. Level cap is 17. Yeah, but the way that we're doing it is we are doing it by by the order of the gyms. So like, see how Bugsy's ace is 17, everybody else is 15. So what I'm doing is I'm getting one Pokemon to 17, and then everybody else is 15. Where it's tough trying to balance like challenge with fun. You know what I mean? All right, let's assemble our team for the gym. So Bug type gym. I'm not too worried about Bugsy. I wish we still had Dracula, but it is what it is. Really, Scyther's the only issue. What does Scyther have? Scyther has Quick Attack, Leer, U-Turn, Focus Energy. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, Bug-type gym. So we're gonna go... Let's assemble our team. We're gonna go Onyx, Geodude, Butterfree. Do you have a flying type move? No. You do have Sleep Powder and Confusion though. Like, Sleep Powder's good, I'll take that. Anybody else who's good type-wise? Not really. We'll go Rattata. Anybody else have good... like, status moves? You have Yawn. I'll take Yawn. At the moment, you guys are useless. You're bad but not useless. You're bad but not useless. You're good. You're bad. You're useless. We'll have a designated sack. We'll have Hop-Ib as designated sack. I highly doubt it'll get to that point, but you never know. I almost just walked into the rival fight again, I'm not even joking. Bugsy, it's so easy to walk into that fight, Lord, you just get— yeah, I know, it's like insane. Still, he always just like ambushes you in this game. Like in Fire Red, Blue is always just like waiting there. Like you see him before you fight him usually. But in this game, you just be walking and then it's like, wait! Come here, bitch, let me fight you! And you're like, whoa, what the hell? Alright, rock throw. Oh, he swapped out immediately, okay. What is the coding like for this game with switching and stuff? Because, like, I know they can switch, but they just don't— they never choose to switch unless it's, like, they're really, 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 really in a bad spot. Like, they're smart enough to switch sometimes, but not all the time when it would be beneficial. I don't really get it. Alright, huge. U-turn is pretty good, isn't it? Let me have a look. Oh, we also have Roost. If I get a flying type, I'll teach a Roost. What's the power on it? Ooh, 70. I might teach this to you, actually, as a stab move. It's a bit of an anomaly because you so rarely see it. Yeah, I'm curious to see what would be in the coding for them to, like, what is the thing that triggers them to switch, usually? I want to see, like, the if this, then this statement, you know? Alright, I'm feeling really good about this attempt so far. I feel great, actually. We've only lost one guy that I kind of care about, but, like, I don't feel like we're in jeopardy or anything like that. I feel pretty confident in our team spread. I feel good about this. We've got pretty good encounters so far. We've got, like, a good few guys in backup just in case. Alright, now we gotta do rival fight.